guess what? I teared them up and I burnt them. That was closure for me. I have never looked at these people the same way. I've never felt towards these people the same way. It just brought so much peace to me. I had to set myself free, and it really, really, really worked for me. Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for tuning in. I am Dalenga, and this is There Is Still Hope. If this is your first time, this is a place where we encourage to move away from past sorrows and move on and embrace a life that matters. Well, if you are not a subscriber yet, do the right thing. Press the subscribe button and become part of the family. Once again, we're back and we're talking about forgiveness today. What forgiveness is, why it is important, why we might feel we do not want to forgive sometimes, the benefit that comes with forgiving. Basically, we're talking about forgiving. If this is anything that interests you, stay tuned. Forgiveness means different things to different people. However, it involves a deliberate decision to let go of resentment and thoughts of revenge, either towards yourself or towards a specific person or a group of people, regardless of whether they deserve your forgiveness. It is a voluntarily internal process. In my own words, I would say is trusting God for justice and forgiving those that offended you. Coming back to there is still hope. Here I am saying there is still hope for you. What am I saying? I'm saying despite what happened to us, despite what we have encountered in life, despite who did what to us, it's in the past, a past that we cannot change, a past that is out of reach. So whatever it is that has been done to us, I'm saying there is still hope for us, and it starts with forgiveness. Forgiveness is so important because if we do not forgive, it limits us in so many ways. It limits us from growing. It limits us from experiencing life to the fullest because we have some things that we are holding back. Unforgiveness does not only stop us from becoming the people that we are meant to become, but it also comes with very ugly emotions. It comes with anger, it comes with resentfulness, it comes with bitterness, it comes with isolation. And I remember Nelson Mandela once said, if resentment is like drinking poison, hoping that your enemy will die. So it's not a good thing. It's a deliberate decision that one has to make, but it has so much benefit to forgive those that has wronged you. Please understand, forgiveness does not excuse their behavior, but forgiving them actually prevents their behavior from destroying your heart. And it is not because they deserve to be forgiven, no, but it is because you deserve peace. Peace that can come to your heart when you forgive. Forgiveness is important. When you forgive someone, you take back your personal power for them to control your behavior or your emotions. Each time you see this person, there's something that goes on the inside of you because you haven't forgiven. You get angry, so there are some regrets, whatever it is that comes with it. When you forgive, you actually take back your power. You are in control of your emotions. You're in control of your behavior. They can no longer control how you feel or what you think towards them. Let me tell you what anger does. I'll give my own personal example. There was this time that a group of people did something to me. For me, it was not fair for what they did. I felt bad. And I remember I have not seen them for some time. So according to me, I have forgiven and life moves on. But there came a time that I had to see one of them after such a long time. And I was coming out of a grocery shop with my groceries in both my hands. And this person was coming towards the grocery shop and I was going out. And immediately when I saw this person, everything in my mind went quiet. Everyone around me disappeared. All I could see was this person. For someone who has never fought in their lives, it was very strange. I don't know where the energy came from. I don't know where I started getting hot. I got angry. I was shaking. I was not in control of my emotions anymore. And the best thing I thought in that time was to fight. So that is what anger does to us. It takes you out of you. You are no longer in control. It's someone else, and in that moment I told myself, that it's not worth it. But I had to bring myself back, and actually ask myself, what came over me? And I was angry because I thought I needed to take justice for myself in this very moment. And I remember the Lord actually asking me, Rachel, when that happened, did you end up in the hospital? I'm like, no, Lord. Did you get sick? No, I didn't get sick. Did you die? No, I didn't die. I kept you. It could have been worse. And thinking about it, really, it could have been worse. So why wouldn't I forgive? After all, forgiving is not for them. It's for myself. And after some time, we're good. Not that I have restored these people in my life, no. But they just don't have that power over me again because I chose to forgive. Well, getting back to the topic, let's talk about unforgiveness. Look, we cannot ignore the fact that some things were done to us when we were younger. We were vulnerable. We couldn't defend ourselves. We were small, But today we're talking about, I'm in my 30s, I have grown up. I can defend myself. You can't hurt me unless I allow you. And I can choose to forgive you. Forgiveness is important because you are not freeing the other person. You are freeing yourself. Unforgiveness can be towards other people, but it can also be towards yourself. It depends. But it's more dangerous when it's against yourself because it's like me fighting myself. Let's talk about unforgiveness towards yourself. Forgiving others can feel more easier than forgiving yourself. When we experience guilt, for example, we are often trapped in a spiral of our own feelings, and we tend to listen more to our inner critics. And most of the time, inner critics are not so forgiving. Forgiving yourself is more than just forgetting about the past and moving on. It also involves accepting what you can't change, learning from your mistakes, and then it also involves being compassionate towards yourself. The reason why sometimes we find it difficult to forgive ourselves, it's critics such as, I could have done this, I could have said that, why did I allow them to do that to me? I could have fought back. It's about things that you really can't go back in time and change. It's a process, but it is also very important because when you don't forgive yourself, you are doing harm to you. It's like you fighting against yourself. Say, for example, I violate my own values. The feelings are a bit complicated because it's not only anger towards yourself, it also comes with beating yourself up, feeling stupid, guilt. You are angry at yourself, and some people go at an extent of hurting themselves. You see people cutting themselves, you see people saying so horrible things to themselves. Someone would even say, I'm so dumb, how could I do that? And these things are seen on your face. If you cannot love yourself, who else can love you more than yourself apart from God? So it is important that we show compassion towards ourselves. Treating yourself as you would treat a friend, being gentle with yourself, doing something good or something nice for yourself, or validating your emotions. Yes, I am angry and I am not wrong to being angry. You need to validate how you feel. You need to walk through things, making sure that you protect you take care of you, be it mentally, spiritually, and physically. You are compassionate towards yourself and you don't harm yourself. You are human and you will make mistakes sometimes. You are not perfect, and when you understand that you are not perfect, you are more lenient on yourself. You know, well, I have messed up, well, I've made a mistake. I forgive myself, I learn from my mistake, I correct myself, and I move on. You don't beat yourself up. You're all you've got. And when you forgive yourself, it only gets better. You improve your emotional and mental health. You improve your productivity. You improve your physical health. You just look better, man. You're just in a happier place than when you are resentful towards yourself. You can fully forgive without bringing these people back in your life again. We are to live in peace, and love is what you owe to anybody out there. But at the same time, you need to understand that your mental health is important. And if this specific person bring you in a place where you kind of like lose yourself, or it brings some negative energy around you, then it means that you must love them from far. And if you're going to draw them close, I will advise you to put boundaries. This far and not further than this. So one might be asking, so how do I forgive? Forgiveness, like I said, it means different things to different people, and there's a lot of methods or a lot of things that one can do to forgive. Okay, someone will probably buy you a gift, and that is forgiveness to them. You know, someone would say, I will not take your gift, I need you to apologize to me. You know, there's a lot of things that would mean forgiveness to different people. I'm talking about forgiveness for you to relieve yourself from all these emotions. I am a believer, I'm a child of God, I believe in prayer, and I prayed, and the Lord helped me notice that what is holding me back is the unforgiveness I have towards people. Some of these things can come from far, you know, but what do you gain in holding on to unforgiveness? It does not help you in any way. So what I'm going to say is what worked for me. Some of the methods that I use that worked for me. It's not exhaustive. There's other methods out there that actually worked for different people. First of all, acknowledging that you want to forgive, you know, who it is that hurt you. What are you forgiving them for? What did they do to you? Acknowledging the feelings that comes with thinking, when you get to think of what they did to you. Do you get angry? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel resentful? What comes out when you get to think or when you see of people? I had to write it all down. And after I actually dealt with that part of writing down who they are, what they did, and the emotions that comes with it, I then wrote a letter to each and every one of them. I wrote these letters imagining myself that they are standing right there, and I had to write a letter to them saying everything that I would tell them. Was it possible for them to stand in front of me? I even remember to one of them that I had to say thank for, because I felt like that's a word I needed to say to this person. And I wrote it down. I said every little thing that I ever wanted to say to them. And guess what? One by one I did that. It did not take me a day. It took me for some time, because it comes with emotion. Sometimes you find yourself crying. Sometimes you feel yourself like you can't really write what you want to say. But I got courage and I get to do that. And that really brought me freedom. When I completed writing those letters one by one, guess what? I teared them up and I burnt them. That was closure for me. I have never looked at these people the same way. I've never felt towards these people the same way. It just brought so much peace to me. It's like I have let out the anger that I had to set myself free, and it really, really, really worked for me. It might not work for the next person. Maybe another method might work for you, but I'm actually saying what worked for me. I bent the letters. Before I bent these letters, I spoke to these people through these letters, and I remember I was saying, I forgive you, I let you go. You can no longer control my emotions. You can no longer control my behavior towards you. I take back my power. Whatever power I have given you, I'm taking it back from you. I'm moving forward. You can no longer hurt me. You can no longer harm me. I am safe. within myself and around myself. I am kept by the Lord and I am whole again. I said so many things to affirm myself. It's about me here. It's not about the other person. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Affirmations. And I prayed for myself and I say I am free in Jesus' name. And I can honestly say that it has been well. Well guys, that should be all from me. That is my journey with forgiveness. Rather, offense is unavoidable, but depending how deep it goes, how deep it hurts, or how far it has gone, or how long it has taken place, different methods can work for you and different ways can work for you. But if you are struggling, please reach out to someone who can help you. Reach out to a counselor, reach out to your pastor, reach out to a psychologist. You don't have to keep dying within yourself just because of unforgiveness. It's not worth it. You freeing yourself from unforgiveness that has been eating you up. Sometimes it's for many years. Please understand, it's not worth it holding on to unforgiveness. Well guys, this is it from me, and I must say I've really enjoyed this topic. This is something that has helped me in life. I am not the same person anymore because of some of these good things that I have done for myself. Well, thank you very much for joining me and thank you for tuning in. If you have not subscribed yet, you don't want to miss so many nice episodes, please subscribe and become part of the Still Hope family. To my next video, and till next time, it's bye-bye from me.